They say that all villains are created equal, that given the right circumstances, anyone can become one. But what if you were born into one? What if you grew up surrounded by the trappings of evil and darkness, never knowing anything else? Would you still be considered a villain even if you didn't want to be one? That's what this story is about. A story of a hero who falls in love with a villain and then becomes one himself. In the beginning, there was only darkness. There was an endless void that stretched out in every direction, devoid of light or life. And then, bam, suddenly everything changed. The void was filled with golden light as a young man appeared in the middle of nowhere. He looked around in amazement at the beautiful world that surrounded him. "I'm alive," he exclaimed, his voice echoing through the empty space. "I have a name and a purpose." The young man was the hero of light, destined to bring hope and happiness to the world. He could feel it in his bones. He was also totally alone. As he explored his surroundings, he came across a small village nestled in the valley below. People were going about their daily lives, totally oblivious to the fact that they were being watched. The hero smiled. Here were his people, the ones he was supposed to protect. It was time to get to work. He spent the next few years traveling the world, helping anyone he came across and honing his skills. He fought evildoers, rescued damsels in distress, and saved kittens from trees. And all the while, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. He had all the power and glory he could ever want, but it just wasn't enough. Then one day, everything changed. The hero was fighting a terrible monster, a creature of pure evil that was terrorizing the kingdom. The battle was fierce, but in the end, the hero prevailed. As the monster lay dying, it looked up at him and whispered, "You may have won this battle, hero, but the war is far from over. You may think you're alone, but you're not. There are others like me, others who will stop at nothing to destroy you." And with that, the monster died. The hero was shaken. He had never thought of himself as a warrior, let alone a leader of a rebellion against the darkness. But the monster's words echoed in his head long after the battle was done. He started having nightmares about the coming war, about the darkness consuming the world and everyone he loved. He woke up every morning feeling anxious and on edge. He couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched, that something was out to get him. Then one day, the hero met a mysterious woman. She was unlike anyone he had ever met before, confident, intelligent, and beautiful. Her name was Siren, and she was a villain. At first, the hero tried to arrest her, but as they fought, he realized that she wasn't like the other villains he had faced. She was different. He let her go, and that's when the hero's problems really started. Villains began attacking him left and right. They ambushed him in the forest, attacked him in his sleep, and even tried to poison him. And every time he defeated one, two more would take their place. The hero was exhausted and scared. He didn't know what to do. But then he remembered the mysterious woman, the one who had shown him that not all villains were created equal. He found her in a dark and abandoned building, and as he approached her, he saw a small smile on her face. "I knew you'd come," she said. "I knew you'd understand." And as the hero looked into her eyes, he did understand. In the end, the hero became the villain. He embraced the darkness that had been growing inside of him for so long. He used his powers for evil instead of good, and he fought alongside the very monsters he had once tried to defeat. In doing so, he proved to the world that not all heroes are born that way, some are made. And as for the mysterious woman, she was just happy to have someone who understood her.